Okay. All right. So I think we're ready for our next speaker. Right. Our next speaker before we start is an educator, also from the Philippines. Um, she has certificates in data protection and also an Edmodo certified trainer. She's currently the program head of the Bachelor of Science in Information System and Associate in Computer Technology at La Verdad Christian College. She's currently pursuing a doctoral degree in information technology and has won an award for Best Oral Research Presenter and Best Paper at the University of the Philippines. She is passionate about innovating traditional learning into digital formats and sharing her expertise with other educators and professionals. So we have here teacher Shireen P. Labong. Hi, Sha. Good morning.
Hi, good morning. Hi, Mark.
How are you, Sha? Where are you now
I'm
in the
good.
Philippines?
I'm here at Apalit, Pampanga.
Central Luzon
Yes.
represent. Okay, so I think we're ready to hear Sha uh, and to discuss her topic for today. Take it away, Sha.
Okay, good day everyone. My name is Sharin Labung. I am a full-time college professor and I'm one of the speakers for today's webinar for a more in-depth exploration of Edmodo as a platform. So, as schools around the world respond to COVID-19, gaya nga ng sinabi ni Mark kanina, the need for remote learning tools has never been more urgent. And we are here to help teachers set up their digital classroom and discuss how teachers can specifically use Edmodo with their classes, both face to face and for distance learning. And how I will also share with you my personal experiences using this platform for my class and how I used it for the past 7 years of my teaching profession. Okay, so to share my slides, okay. So for me, with Edmodo, I can collaborate and coordinate with my students. It is easy to share digital files. I can create quizzes, create and load existing assignments. This has allowed me to be way more creative. So Edmodo can be incorporated into classrooms for a variety of uses. And these are the uses and features of Edmodo. You can set up your classes, groups. By creating a class, you can invite students, you can create small groups, and you can also send a welcome note or a poll. You can post a note, create and post a poll, create and send a wellness check for your students while you are discussing. Here, you can also post updates, activities, and resources, like, for example, sending an assignment grading overview, send a quiz, grade a quiz, and content to your own library. Send and view your direct messages, moderate students' post and read only status, manage and remove group members. So here, good thing about Edmodo in my personal experience as an instructor and to my students as well is that it is very user friendly. If teachers, students, and parents know how to use Facebook, absolutely they can also use Edmodo. Okay, to start, this is my homepage. This is my Edmodo homepage where I can access all the main tools here on the top toolbar. So we have here the home, classes, discover, library, and messages. At the right side, you can see the notification icon, your profile settings here, and the Edmodo planner. In the left panel, you can find the profile, your profile, classes, your classes, and my groups. You can share your thoughts in this area. You can collaborate to any teachers in Edmodo that has an Edmodo account in this teachers connection area. But there is also an option that only teachers at your school will be able to see and interact with this post. We recommend creating a set of classes that supports your teaching schedule. So there are plenty of ways teachers set up their schedule on Edmodo. It could be by period, it could be by subject, or using small groups. To set up your classes, select the ellipses in this area, this icon by the My Classes or the My Groups heading in the left panel, as you can see. But what is the difference between My Classes and My Groups? I used My Classes for my students I'm handling, while My Group, I used it, this could be used for your colleagues, co-teachers, or some other groups in your school. And after you click this ellipsis, select create a class or create a group. Same lang po sila ng menu, sub-menu. So from the menu options that appear, if you select My Classes, you can create your own class. This is what will appear. Then enter the information. Select the grade level. If your class spans multiple grade levels, click range, this one, and then set the range of grade levels. You can also change the color of your class. If you want it to be red, blue, whatever color you want, you can select it and then click create. Then once your teaching schedule is set up, invite your students to join your classes. There are a few different ways you can get your students to join your class. So this is what will appear once your teaching schedule is set up. I have now created my organizations and management concepts. Then what's next? I have now created this class. You can either add students or explore your class immediately. But once you select add students, you can create accounts for students in advance. If you prefer to create your students' accounts for them, you can use the built in student account creation tool in Edmodo. Then print it, print out students' login information when you're ready for them to start using Edmodo. So, what if you select Explore Class? If you prefer to explore your created class, click Explore Class. Okay, this is now your newly created class, Organizations, for example, and Management Concepts class. So to invite students using the class code, this one, find the 6-digit code in the class header at the top of your class page. Okay, click it, then copy. Where is the code? It's here. Then click this to copy. So by clicking this icon beside the code, ikakopy nyo po yun. Share this code directly with students. You can lock the code if all your expected students already joined the group. And you can still unlock it anytime a student still need to join your class. But there are still other ways you can invite students to your class. It could be through sharing a PDF handout if you prefer to have your students join outside of your classroom. You can print a PDF handout that shows students how to join your Edmodo class. You can also send out an email invitation if you have your students' email addresses available. Then they can also join through URL link. But in joining, you are using the URL link. After a user enters a join URL into a browser, the group or class owner will receive their request to join, which the owner can approve or deny. Okay, now that your class is set up and you've added your students or students have joined, click classes to navigate to the class management page. Okay, I would suggest that before students join the class, your class, post an introductory note welcoming them to their digital classroom. How? Okay, you can start conversations on Edmodo. To start, try sending a welcome note here. Click here in this area and sprinkle in a few updates about your class. After clicking it, what will be your welcome note? So, welcome them to their digital classroom. So, for example, what is your subject? Greetings, welcome to my class. And then, what is your subject all about? Then, post it. After setting up a class for your students, then you can use small groups. Gaya nung binabanggit kanina ni Miss Baker. So, paano tayo magke-create ng small groups? How can we create? And what is the use of these small groups? This works best if you want to have a central place for your students, but you want to set up table groups, chapters, and units or other learning differentiation. So in this example, I created how many small groups? I have here 3 small groups. Ayan, kadalasan gumagawa tayo ng ganito sa klase natin. Meron tayong isang klase, then dinidivide natin sila into groups. So here, I created group 1, group 2, and group 3. So this is under what class? Under my class, Fundamentals of Information System, with different instructions in each small group. So just click the plus sign, this one, to add small group. You can add members in your small group. For example, you can add members for group 1, for group 2, and group 3. But this is under my class Fundamentals of Information System. You can also try sending a poll to your students in welcoming them in their digital classroom. Not just a message, but also you can use a poll. You can create and post a poll. Why? Polls are a great way to get immediate feedback on an assignment, reading, current events. So to start, to create a poll and get your students engaged right away, select the post box at the top of your Edmodo homepage, class page. Click on create a poll, this icon or text. You can use a poll as an icebreaker or an informal assessment for your lessons. Polls are anonymous and students won't be able to see the poll results until they submit their own response. So type your poll question here. For example, what day would you prefer to have the final presentation? There. So polls are you can select question, you have the option to use this poll to what? For an informal assessment, for anonymous, and they cannot be able to see the poll results until they submit their own response. So when you type the poll question here, type also the poll response options in this area, in the post box, in the sections labeled type option here. Then to add additional response options, click this icon, then add an option. Then select the A icon to format the text with a markdown menu, just like this. If you desired, you can schedule your poll by clicking the clock icon. this icon. This will send a poll at the date and time you select. Once you've set the time, click the Save Date and Time button to schedule the poll. Polls can also be used to activate background knowledge for your students. Then click Post button to send your poll. Okay, next is the wellness check. Create and send a wellness check. So, what is this for? Wellness check lets teachers quickly gauge students' social emotional well being. How are they? Do they feel good? Are they still all right? Did they understand the lesson you discussed, or are they confused or struggling about the topic? Okay, so to send the wellness check, select the post box at the top of your Edmodo class page, same as creating a poll. But this time, you'll need to click on the wellness check icon or text. Okay. If you desired, you can also schedule your wellness check by clicking this clock icon there. Then hit save and save date. Oh, post. So as you can see, I asked them, how are you feeling today? And these are their choices. So just post it for them to answer your wellness check questions. Earlier in my methods of research class, I've posted an introductory note. You can pin the post to keep it at the top of your class page for your students' first few days on Edmodo and encourage them to reply once they've joined. So you can pin your post. Then once you're ready to use Edmodo for your daily classroom needs, you can now post updates, activities, and resources. So try using a variety of post types and attachments to complement your lessons. You can post a picture just by clicking the attach files and images icon here. Then you can send your topic also or lessons to be discussed for the next day. In creating an assignment on Edmodo, it is very easy. Why? Assignment post will show up in the class or group members. So uh, group or class stream, and it will automatically be added to the members planners. So the class or group members can easily turn in the assignment right in Edmodo. So to post a new assignment to one or more of your classes or groups, select the add button, this button, located in class information panel of your group page, and click create assignment from the drop down menu. Okay, fill out the assignment title and instructions for the assignment, but this is optional. Then click file, link, or library. These are the icons to attach any items to the assignment. Then click assign. In the assign to section here, just type in the names of more groups or individual students to whom you would like to assign the assignment to directly. In the due on section, set it by clicking on the respective date and time boxes. Check the lock after due date. Check it to restrict students from turning in the assignment after it is due. Then check the Add to Gradebook box to include the student's scores in the class or group progress book. You have the option to schedule it for later, which will automatically send the post at the chosen time. Then after you select the date and time to schedule the assignment, hit assign. You can schedule it for later, then or assign to post it immediately. Okay. Okay, this is my sample assignment activity given to my students. So my latest post has 7 likes. I don't know if they all liked it. Okay, after your students have turned in an assignment, you can access their submissions from the assignment's grading overview page. Okay, so to view the assignment post in your class stream or from the assignments tab in your top navigation bar, just click on submission. So in this case, 35 submitted the assignment, 35 submissions, meaning 35 students submitted their assignment, then click it, then access the assignment grading overview page. So by clicking on the turned in button, you can also click on a notification. So click on the turn in, or you can also click on the notification bell button. Why? If a student's turned in an assignment, may mag-a-appear pong notification dyan. So the grading overview will automatically sort students' submissions by what's ready to grade or not turned in, sino yung mga hindi nag-turned in, or graded, or can view. Ayan. So you can also view all students. So I have here the total of 36 students and 35 of them are graded. So one of them did not submit. So under the student's name, you will see if they have viewed the assignment from their account. The indicator will be read as viewed or not viewed, depending on whether or not the student has opened the assignment. Okay, so click on a particular student's row for the Ready to Grade tab to open their submission, or click Enter Grade link if you already know their score. Then grade the assessment by doing the following. Numerical grade, type the student's grade here. Type the student's grade in the boxes labeled score and total. You can also change the grade in the progress book if you want. If you prefer non-numerical grades, you can. You can enter them here as well. The numerator and denominator can be filled with numbers and letters, including pass or late or incomplete. So you can provide feedback. This is optional. Type your comments in the text box to the right of your student submission and attach a file, link, or library document if necessary. Then click the Add Comment. Then select Save to submit the grade. Grades will remain editable. So when a student submission gets graded, you can access it from the Graded or All Students tab, since it will no longer appear in the Ready to Grade tab. Okay, so in requesting a resubmission, click a particular student. Okay, click a particular student row to open their submission. Click the Request Resubmission link and here underneath their grade. And you can type any instructions or request for your student in the provided text box. Click Submit Request to send a resubmission request to your student. And when a resubmission request is sent, the previous grade for the student is cleared. Okay, Edmodo quizzes are a versatile that can be used for a number of pedagogical applications. It's easy to create a quiz, then modify it or assign it to your class. Okay, to create a quiz, select the Add button located at the top of your Edmodo class page. Then click Create Quiz to create a new quiz or load existing quiz you've previously uploaded. But this time, I selected to create a quiz. Okay, complete the quiz details tab. Give your quiz a title, then add quiz instructions that students will read before taking your quiz. But this is optional. Okay, click the quiz questions tab. Add your quiz questions. Select the question type from the drop down menu. Question type options include true or false, multiple choice, short answer, fill in the blanks, matching, multiple answer. Okay, fill out the question text from the box to add your question prompt. So this is optional if you want to use these buttons, attach files, add link, add from library. So note you can attach images, videos, MP3s, PDFs, links, and more files from your Edmodo library or from your computer. To add response here, click the plus sign, then add response, answer choices. The response types will vary depending on the question type. For example, in multiple choice and multiple answer question types, three response options will be provided here, one, two, three, by default. But you can still add or remove response options. You can still add response, or remove response options. How? How can you remove? Okay. To remove a response option, hover it and click on the X. So just hover it, then this X will appear, then click it to remove the response option. To add an additional response option, just click Add Response at the bottom of the response list. Then change the radio button under the correct answer. So this is, for example, the correct answer. So this is what you selected. But you can still change it to set the correct response choice if this is the correct one. For multiple answer questions, set multiple correct answers under correct answer by checking all checkboxes that are required for the correct response choices. Okay, this is also optional in the grading section. You can change the points box to adjust the point value. So for true or false, multiple choice, and short answer questions are each worth one total point by default, but you can set this higher to make the question more or worth more points. So a question cannot be worth less than 1 point. Fill in the blanks and matching questions are each worth 1 point per correct answer by default. But you can set this higher to make the question more worth more points. Then multiple answer questions are worth 1 point per available response by default, but you can set this higher to make the question worth more points. Meaning, in each item, teachers have the decision to make it 2 points or 3 points each or 5 points each. You can also easily duplicate a question to copy a question or delete a question to remove it. Simply by clicking duplicate question to copy it for easy editing, or and delete question to delete it from your quiz. Okay, you can add more questions using the Add New Questions button at the bottom of your question list. You can also rearrange question order by dragging the question or adding a question between existing question options. So how? Okay. To insert a new question between two existing questions, hover it, hover over the horizontal line that separates two questions and click on the plus sign, the plus button. How about in rearranging it? To rearrange a question, hover over the six dots here, the six dots icon next to the question number, then click and drag the question to your desired order. So click and drag going down or going up. You can also reuse questions from previous quizzes you've uploaded to Edmodo. Click the Add from Question Bank, this button, then select the question from the list you'd like to add and click Add to Quiz. Then select Preview at the top to preview your quiz and view it as a student will see it. Okay, so this is what will appear to your students. Then, exit preview. Select close, this one at the top, to close the quiz editor. If you are done, your quiz will be automatically saved to your Edmodo library. You can assign this quiz from your class page or from your library at any time. If you click this three dots icon, it will open a menu with these options that allow you to print, make a copy, or delete your quiz. If you click the assign button, quiz will be sent to your class immediately, but you need to complete the following options. What are those? Okay, so this will appear. In this assign to, select the class recipient for your quiz. If you created this quiz from your class page, the class will automatically be added as a recipient. Then you can search for and add additional classes here or individual students whom you would like to receive the quiz. In the due on area, choose a due date and time for your quiz. And then the lock after due date, time limit, randomized questions, add to gradebook, show results to students upon completion. These are all optional. So if you want to lock after due date, checking this box will lock the quiz after you set due date passes and students will not be able to take the quiz after this date has passed. In the time limit, it set a time limit for your quiz in minutes. After a student starts the quiz, they must answer all questions before the allotted time has passed. And randomized questions, checking this box will randomize the question order for each student who takes the quiz. Then add to gradebook, checking this box will automatically add the quiz and your student scores to your class progress book. And if you forget this step, you can add it later. Then show results to students upon completion. Checking this box will allow students to view their quiz results right after they submit their quiz. Students will be able to see their score, individual question results, as well as the correct answer for each question. So if you're done, select assign to send the quiz immediately or click schedule for later to select a date and time when the quiz, when this quiz will be sent to the selected recipient. Okay, so this is my posted 10-item quiz for my Fundamentals of Information System class. Once they turned in the quiz, time will start and they need to answer this in 15 minutes. I have 10 questions and then my students under this class, Fundamentals of Information System, must answer these 10 questions in 15 minutes. So here, 10 students already submitted the quiz. Okay, once your students have submitted a quiz, you can view the results and grade any questions that still need grading. Okay, to grade a quiz, view the quiz post in your group post stream. Click on Turn In Submission button. Okay, located within the quiz post, yung kanina, to be automatically taken to the quiz overview page where you can see this. The quiz overview shows score statistics, question breakdowns, and score distribution. If you select students, you will see students who have submitted the quiz. The date and time they have submitted it and their grades. If the quiz requires you to mark it personally, you will see grade in the score column. Select a particular student's name from the left panel to review the responses on the quiz. So, this quiz, I posted this last 2015. So last 2015, hindi pa ako ganun hindi ko pa siya ginagamit na totaling uh, full-time na online class. Kasi may pasok pa po tayo noon. So meron tayong klase. Ginagamit ko lang yung Edmodo as pang-augment dun sa times na merong mga hindi nakapag-submit, merong mga school activities na marami tayong hindi mapapasukan pero kailangan nilang makapag-comply dun sa requirements. So, ginamit ko po yung Edmodo as pang-augment. Pero this time, ito na po ang pwede nating gamitin. So, if you select students, ayan, yung sinabi ko po kanina, makikita nyo yung score and then yung date and time na sinubmit nila. Okay, grading the responses will differ based on the question or response type. So, multiple choice, fill in the blank, true or false. The questions will already be marked correct. Correct or incorrect. Why? This is based on which response you specified when you created the quiz. Yan. Okay, so this is an example of my given true or false quiz for my students. It is automatically graded based on which response I specified when I created the quiz. For the short answer, you will need to read. So magbabasa po tayo ng response nila and mark the answer correct or incorrect. You may also mark short answers partially correct. So click in here, the comments field in order to leave a comment. Anything you type in the comments field will be saved automatically. So you do not have to click a button. Hindi na kayo maghahanap dito ng save comment para ma-save yung comment ninyo. This is different than an assignment comment. So your students' grades will automatically populate in your progress book. Next is adding content to your library. So save anything to your Edmodo library. You have your own library, so you can access it from anywhere, anytime. So no more carrying a flash drive between home and school. So your library has unlimited storage space. However, no individual item can be greater than 100 MB. Okay, to add content to your library, this is your library. Click the library icon in the top toolbar. Click new, this new button on the top right. Select the type of item to edit. It could be file upload, new folder, link, quiz, or create a new Office online Word document, Excel spreadsheet, or PowerPoint presentation. Okay, if you choose to upload a file, click Choose Files. Then select the files from your computer. So wait for them to finish uploading. For folders and links, enter the appropriate information. Click the blue Add button towards the bottom of the screen. If you choose, so this one, take note that after that, once you add items here, once you add items, andito na siya, to your library, this will show up at the top of your library. So from there, you can click the down arrow, this one, to the right of an item to move or copy it into a folder. You can edit, attach to note. You can attach to note. You can download it or even delete it. Move, copy, download, and delete. Next is, you can easily use messages. Parang sa Facebook, di ba? Merong mga direct messages. So, direct messaging to have individual conversations with your students. Hindi na kailangan gumamit ng messenger. So, ang focus ng mga estudyante dun lang sa learning management system nila. So, there are times na ang gusto natin, iniiwasan ng mga teachers, sasabihan nila yung student na, wag kayong panay Facebook, wag kayong panay social media, gumawa kayo ng assignment, ang i-view ninyo yung mga activities, mag-aral na mabuti. Pero doon naman po tayo nagsasend ng mga announcements sa messenger. So, sa tingin po ba natin hindi matetempt si student na i-open yung Facebook? And then, while they are doing their assignment, at the same time, nagfe-Facebook din sila. Kaya, at the end, hindi nila matatapos yung assignment. So, dito po sa Edmodo, meron ng direct messages. Pwede kang mag-send ng message sa kanila directly to have an individual conversation with your students, their parents also, or any of your teacher connections. You can also create group conversations. So, yung mga group natin with multiple members as well. Okay, to start a conversation, just select the messages here from the top toolbar. Select the blue pencil icon composer in the top left corner. Type the name of the student or connection into field section. Here, so send to. Type your message in the text field here at the bottom of the main panel. Then, click send. Okay. We know it can sometimes be difficult to ask for silence in a classroom, right? Minsan, nagsasalita ka, nagdi-discuss ka, merong magugulo talaga. However, here in Edmodo, paano natin gagawin yun na merong mga chat pa rin ng chat, merong post ng post, paano natin ima-manage yun? So, moderate students post and read-only status. So, in Edmodo, teachers have the option to place their group members in read-only status with this platform. So this means a group member can read posts within the group, send direct messages to the teacher, and submit quizzes and assignments, but cannot post a message to the entire group or reply to posts. So how? You may want to turn moderation on for your class or group members. This means that members will not be able to post until you confirm their post or turn moderation off. Members can turn in assignments and quizzes but not post directly while moderation is on. So to do this, click on the class. So sinelect po natin yung class. Then ang sinelect kong class is yung Methods of Research class. Click the settings. Ito po yung settings. Yung tatlong dot, ellipsis icon to the right of your tabs. Then click Advanced Settings. After clicking it, this is what will appear. Check the box next to the Moderate All Posts and Replies. Nasaan po yun? Ayan. Chinek ko po siya, Moderate All Posts and Replies. So, you can add a description, but this is optional. Then, click the Save Settings button. So, when a member makes a post, A pending post will show up in both your notifications and at the top of the class or group post stream for you to approve or decline the post. Okay. If you have specific students who have not yet mastered their digital citizenship, gaya ng sinabi kanina ni Miss Baker, you can easily monitor them while ensuring they are still able to participate in the class activities. So to set a specific member to read-only status, select the class page. Ayan, ano yung class page? Professional Issues and Information System. Click Members, this one from the left sidebar, then select the particular student who is a member of your selected class. As you see, you can connect the parent of a particular student for you to share automatic class updates with parents. Okay, let's proceed on how to set student to read-only status. Click the ellipsis, these three dots. Just it is located at the right side of your student's name. What will happen? Okay, this is what will appear, and set the user to read only status in the access section of the drop-down menu. So, naka-read only na lang siya. You will get a notification when there is a new post to approve. Dito po. To approve posts from your notification menu, click on this bell notification icon. Click the post to open the moderation queue. Then click approve to allow the messages to post to the class or group. So clicking decline will prevent it from posting to the group, but the member will not be notified. Okay, from the members page in a group, the group owner can find students' username. Gaya kanina, nakita nyo na po yun. Nakita nyo yung username, pero papakita ko pa po later. Yung username nila, parent codes. You can also change students' passwords. 'Di ba? Sometimes, may mga, there are times na nakakalimutan natin ang password natin. So, lalo na ang mga estudyante. Lalo na kung madalang lang nilang gamitin ang Edmodo. And you can also remove members from the group. Ayan. How? So to find the members page, eto nga po yon, nag-select muna tayo ng class, kung ano yung class na papasukin natin. For example, methods of research class, then click members. Ayan, tab on the left sidebar of the page. Then you will see the student's username. Nasaan po? Ayan, ito. Ayan yung mga yung students' usernames listed below their names. Sometimes they forgot their password. So anong gagawin? Magke-create po ba sila ulit ng panibagong account? No. So, ang pwede po nating gawin, dahil na-access po natin yung account nila, pwede po nating palitan yung password nila. So, you can easily change their password, then send it to them. Then, nasa sa kanila na kung papalitan nila yung password after mong isend sa kanila. So you can also remove a student, that member from the group. There you can also find the parent code. So yan, ito yung parent code. Then you can also remove them from your class. Set the student to read-only mode. Ayan, click nyo lang po yan. And if student is a contributor, if this one is selected, that means that they can post in the group. So, kung okay naman sila, they can post anytime in your group nang hindi mo na ina-accept. So, remove the student's profile. Ito. Remove student's profile picture and reset it to the default. Baka mamaya, hindi po maganda yung profile picture na ginamit niya. So, meron ka pong karapatan na tanggalin yung profile picture nila. And reset it to the default. So remember, you can search for members in your group by using the search field also in the upper right corner of the members tab. So removing a member from your group or from your class does not delete that member's account. It just removes them from your group. So meron pa rin silang account sa Edmodo. Kaya lang, tinanggal mo sila dun sa group or sa class. Okay, to access my students' progress. Ayan. Ito na po yung parang grade nila. Hindi parang, ito talaga yung grade nila. So, ito yung mga performance, ito yung mga scores, grades nila nung ginawa nila yung quiz, activity, yung mga assignments. Pwede ka ring maglagay dyan ng recitation. So, pwede kang mag-add ng grade. Ito. So, mag-a-add siya ng new column para dyan. Kung hindi man ginawa yung activity dun sa Edmodo, meron kang ibang way para ipagawa yung activity, pwede mo siyang i-insert po dito sa another column, yung grade. So, magkakaroon na siya ng grade, total grade percentage. Then, you can also export and delete yung grades nila dito. So, go to the classes icon. Paano po makakarating dito? Go to classes icon in the top toolbar. And in the subheadings, ito po, select progress, click it. In the upper left corner of the page, there is a drop-down arrow. Select the class that you would like to view. Then click to view grades or badges. Click on an individual student name to view more details about that student's progress. You can still add and edit grades. So kahit nandyan na po yung grades nila, still, halimbawa, meron kayong nagbago yung isip ninyo sa halip na ang grade mo dito is 85, gusto mong gawing 90. Pwede po yun. Merong mga adjustments. Hindi naman po yan yung final grade. Yan yung result dun sa binigay mong activities. Pero kung gusto mong palitan yung score, pwede. So, pwede nyo pong i-edit. You also have the option to export, gaya po ng sinabi ko kanina, their grades in your computer as CSV file, and you can print it. Then lastly, the Discover Overview. Discover is a space on Edmodo where teachers and students can find free, high-quality educational resources such as activities, applications, games that are shared by the Edmodo teacher community and our trusted education partners. So, ayan po siya. So, what is included here are high-quality classroom content and resources without having to leave Edmodo. So, hindi na nila kailangang lumabas ng Edmodo. Meron ng mga naka-reading games dito na pwede ninyong integrate sa classes ninyo. The goal of this is to make it easier for teachers to enrich their skills, their lessons, for their classes, for their students, with relevant and engaging activities. It also aims to give all learners a safe, trusted place to find engaging content. They can learn more about their interests and become empowered learners by building confidence and life skills. Okay, so that concludes my presentation. Thank you for listening. I sincerely appreciate that I had this opportunity to present to you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Sha. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
You may stop sharing screen now. Okay, so we have a couple of questions here, but I think what we did was to answer some of the questions while Chow was discussing. But there are some key takeaways that I want to share for my fellow educators here. Edmodo is a platform that we can use to collaborate, of course, to build a sense of community, to make sure that everyone has visibility on the students' work, and make sure that we are still in a platform that is safe and private, so that we have the opportunity also to check as to whether there's progress in terms of learning inside our virtual classrooms. The good thing about here is that Edmodo is exclusively distributed as well by Globe. So for those who are inquiring, to my friends who are inquiring, to my teacher friends who are inquiring about Edmodo, you may visit the link. We posted it in the feed earlier, and you can also send me a message at education@globe.com.ph for you to have some information regarding Edmodo. I'm very excited to announce this. There's Zoom integration that is coming soon. Teachers will be able to host video conferences or conference meetings with students. So synchronous classes are going to be possible as well. You can also inquire about this in the next couple of weeks. But of course, we are partners also with Zoom Communications in terms of integrating Edmodo with Zoom. We can do that as well in Globe. Thank you so much, Kate and Sha. I've learned so much from you today. And I have good news to our viewers. Edmodo is bundled with our Globe products, and the good thing about here is that we are giving away Edmodo Enterprise for the entire school year if you subscribe to our fixed broadband school management system or the RFID system from Globe. So for more inquiries, I'd like you to contact Globe My Business through the Globe My Business page or go to the landing site or to our portal page that is posted also in the live feed. So thank you guys, and I'll see you in 2 weeks. There's another surprise for you. Thank you, Kate, again. I know it's almost midnight in Jersey. Thank you for the love of education, Sha. We'll keep in
Thank
touch. I'll be doing some more webinars in the regions with Edmodo. So thank you so much, and I'll see you guys, all our escuelas out there, teachers. Thank you so much, and see you in 2 weeks. Bye.